So hello and welcome to a beer versus beer special. So literally 2 days ago I reviewed, let me get this bloody glass out of the way, somewhere. Yeah, I reviewed the new Taste the Difference English Special Ale, weighing in at 7%, Hall and Woodhouse, and absolutely gobsmacked by how good it was. I had a drink though that day before I reviewed it, so always the thing. So I'm going to put it up against, and likewise somebody said to me on the channel 1845 is the best beer in I'm boiled, in Sainsbury's, and possibly the best beer on supermarket shelves at all. You know, it is such a classic beer. So we're going to do beer versus beer, primarily because I need to know anyway myself. So Fuller's 1845 is a 6.3% beer. First brewed, let's read it then. First brewed in 1995 to celebrate 150th anniversary. This bottle conditioned recipe is inspired by the original Fuller's brewing books. The amber malt and Golding's hops combine to create a delicious fruitcake aroma. As this beer is bottle conditioned, recommend it to store it upright to pour carefully. And it's got a 2-year date on it. 2-year date on the bottle. So this is the Taste Difference English Special Ale, English Sovereign and Endeavour hops, brewed and bottled by Hall and Woodhouse in Dorset. It says on the back, origin Blandford, Dorset, style English Special Ale, full bodied with toasted biscuit notes, an indulgent extra special ale brewed using the finest ingredients, crystal and chocolate malts for toasted biscuit taste, and English Sovereign and Endeavour hops. So, was I fast there? Let's pour a bit out into each. First things first, looks. So we're going to crack it open, as it were. I'm going to crack one open and go from there. So obviously, Fuller's. Whoa. Taking one for the team tonight. 2 beers at once, 2 big beers. Can I do it? You're damn bloody right I can. So, ooh, nice looking beer. You know, it's what you'd expect. Trad beer from Fuller's. Yeah, amber, dark amber pour, but looks of things. Slightly off white head. Nice light bubbles in the head. I can't see carbonate. Oh, I can see the carbonation. Nice bit of carbonation going up. Bear in mind the glass has a bit to play. So the Taste Difference one, I'm super interested in this. See which is going to be the winner. So here we go. So by the looks of things, a slightly lighter pour. Not a grand deal, innit? Not a grand deal at all. I think you call that a dead eat. They both look bloody amazing. And in a lot of ways, I wasn't expecting anything different there. So, aroma. Aroma is subjective. You know, which aroma do I like? Do you like? It's as simple as that, really. We all like what we like. So anyway. Oh yeah. You certainly smell the fruitcake aroma. Oh, smells amazing though. Taste is the king though. That's going to be the king area. A different aroma. Chocolatey, more malty. And again, both slightly different. You know, both good aromas in different ways. Oh, things you do for beer reviewing. Hey, I'm like an angel. I'm like an angel. Right, let's have a taste. Put all the rest in there. Oh, it's a lovely drop of quality. Bloody hell. That is some beer. And that's from sober. You know, like the other day, I may have got ahead of myself a bit and said, in taste tests, 1845 kicked the backside of the others. So for me, yes. I am going to carry on the best four in supermarkets. Obviously, I've got Tesco's. So I'm sure I've done the lagers in Tesco's. I've got the ciders and the beers to do in Tesco's. I've got Morrison's to do as well. Waitrose, I kind of done Waitrose. Golden Pride was always going to be the winner. And there's Asda. Beerside is not great. Their modern traditional range is piss poor, if I'm being honest. And their beer blue actually admitted that. So they must be tied into some things. And to be honest, their range of beers in Asda is not great. A recent craft beer update was good, but it doesn't hide the fact that the old beer range is not great. Anyway. Biscuity. There's a lovely thickness. Malty. Hints of fruit. But the thickness on that at 7%, it's like a blooming impy start. It's really... Whew. This one. Let's go in. Back end there. Biscuity element really came to the forefront. Right, let's dive in a bit more. Both at room temperature. Obviously this has got that fruitcake aroma, but they've both got aroma in different ways. I mean, it's all down to the person, obviously, but I'm glad. Nice long-lasting flavour on the back end. I'm glad, because you know, sometimes I doubt myself. Sometimes I'll do a beer review. I mean, I fell asleep on a beer review the other day. I didn't even know. Someone says, "Wakey, wakey, wakey," and I'm like, I had to look at, what's that about? Comment. And I was like, and I must have got to the point I'm like this. Beer review. I've been trying to do more beer reviews so that I've got these beer reviews going into the weekend, because obviously driving and there's likelihood of a few days with no channel, nothing. So I've been doing extras, but I obviously can't handle the beer like I used to be able to, which is, you know, decent in a lot of ways. I mean, last Saturday I went to the pub, Saturday afternoon. I can normally drink 6-7 pints, bearing in mind the price of beer these days, and literally 2.5 pints. That's all I had. So it might be 3. No, it's 2.5. Yeah, because I had 4 cast lines. Then I went inside and I didn't review that one. So yeah, not me, not like me at all. I didn't. Had a bit of bellyache though, so yeah. The diabetes does at times really play me up. The tablets, it's the tablets. It's not the diabetes. It's fucking tablets. They react to obviously sugary stuff and that, and yeah, gives me the tom tits. which is not nice. They are both unbelievable beers. The test of the thing is to leave it as long as I can before I make a judgment. That was my favourite beer before this, for the obvious reason that it's the best beer out there in supermarkets. And as we notice, it's modern traditional beers, not craft. Probably craft don't last long. Comes, goes, gets took off the shelves, put on something else, takes its place. You know, unless you brew dog and you buy your space on supermarket shelves, which is what happens. There's a reason why brew dog have got a whole plinth and sometimes 2 plinths on supermarket shelves, because they pay for it. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's good. Oh, if this is limited edition, you need to get yourself some beers. You need to get it. I've even got a spare one somewhere. No, I've got a bloody spare one. Oh, it's here. Just there. Yeah. I've got a spare one. I'm going to take it away tomorrow with us. I'm going to get Andy to drink it and see what he thinks. Because I'm telling you now, that is special. I would absolutely die and go to heaven to get both of these on cask. Oh, for anybody who's got a Fuller's pub, and a decent Fuller's pub, because there are some Fuller's pubs that just have bloody London Pride. And London Pride on cask is okay. London Pride on keg is a disaster. It's bloody horrible on keg. It does not fit keg. It fits cask. Bottle. Not keg. I had it on keg once and I'm like, what, this shit? And did not like it at all. Did not like it at all. So there you go. Fuller's there. The special ale from Hall and Woodhouse, Taste Difference there. Oh, it is this is the dream matchup, and you know they're both in Sainsbury's at the moment. They're both on a 4 for £7.50, £2.75 a bottle for that. I can't remember what that was. Can't remember what I was on about the other day. Maybe that's where I was half drunk. When you're scanning in Sainsbury's, always be wary. Morrison's do that. Morrison's do it. I don't know if Sainsbury's do the same. So you're scanning 4 for 3s or 4 for 7.50s, but maybe you've got 5. Make sure you put the expensive ones in the first 4, so that it takes off the most expensive one and doesn't leave it to the last one, which is the cheap one, and gives you the cheap one as the 4 for £7.50 and charges you for the expensive one. Morrison's are pretty good at that, because if you scan it right, you can save yourself a bit, because they'll scan it in order. First 4 beers. So what you do is you put all the big ones together, and then the next 4. And if you work it right, it's an interesting way of doing it. If that's a 4 for 3, isn't it? On craft, anyway. I'm on about. And again, it's a flavourful beer. It's both got a lovely thickness to them. Obviously, that's got the fruitcake aroma. That's got more the biscuity aroma. It might be down to the fact which taste you like more. both long lasting, both got a nice thickness to the beer. Oh, right, so I'm going to go down the same point, and I just want to see how they age. It tastes different, but that doesn't mean it's any less than that beer. Bloody hell. A 7% and a 6.2% in, at the moment, 20 minutes. I reckon it'll be about 20 minutes by the time I'm done. Both quite long lasting. Oh, I'm feeling it now. Jesus Christ. All of a sudden, woof. I need some food. Not doing a second bloody review tonight. No, not doing it. Wow. Oh, I do apologise. Oh, fucking hell! That there, both treats. You know, we drink beers. Let's just put this into the context of these. Yes, I know we're in rip-off Britain, 2025 shite. But in a pub, a 6%er or a 7%er on cask would be costing you 6 to 7 quid a pint. Yeah, let's make sure we know that. You can get 4 of these bad boys of each one, or 2 of each, you know, whatever, for £7.50. Yeah. So the bottle's like 500 mils. Literally these days, most of these pint glasses are actually 500 ml glasses, not actually fucking a pint anymore. You know, this pint business is absolute rubbish. I've got pint glasses. You pour the beer in, and it's at the brim, and it's like, hold on a fucking minute, where's the 68 mils? Robbing buggers. So, you know, let's be fair. So you're getting for £7.50, £3.87 for 2, £1.88.5. You know, so for £1.88, give or take the half a penny, for £1.88 you're getting a pint of something you'd pay 7 quid for on the bargain. £2.75 if you buy it singly. For that one, I can't remember what that one was even. Bloody amazing, isn't it? You know, we're getting the. I mean, there's literally nothing in between these. You know, a thickness, aroma, taste. They're both absolutely amazing. You know, there's no clear winner for me at the moment, and that's why I'm going to the wire. I'm going right down to the bottom of the glass, getting to about 20 minutes or so, and to see which is going to be king. I've got a feeling I know which is going to be king. I already called it the other day, which is, you know, made it slightly controversial. You know, a statement from wah. But you know when you know. I know that one of the best beers I've ever tasted was on a Saturday morning 4 years ago at a collab. First ever time I've been to a collab, got absolutely bastard and wasted. Had some amazing food, drank with amazing people, but drinking 13% Imperial Stouts at 7 in the morning. Oh, Jesus Christ. And, you know, they're think of the word. They're legendary what they do. Let's put it that way. Let's go a bit further now. Here we go. Oh, it's a flipping good beer. You know, it's a flipping very good beer. I'm loving both the front end, the back end. You know, the nice thickness of the beer. It's not some pissy, wishy-washy pale ale that you drink and you think, I've just paid £5.50 for that. It's crap. Another reason for not doing beer reviews in pubs at the moment. You know, you're there and you're like, oh dear, it's one of them. And then you get something a bit different and it's like, oh, bless you. You know. And when it's done right, okay, you know, it's good. Problem is, and I can't be the only one out there, I can't be the only one who's bored of the stuff that sells well for the majority of people, but not the stuff for people who like to challenge their taste buds, to drink something to drink the best. You know. I just have enough time just to get that out of my sister a bit. Let's dive into the last, near on the last bit. Fucking Jesus me. Pardon my French. Pardon for swearing. It's all down to your own taste buds on this. These are two absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, probably the best two beers in Britain in supermarkets. That's widely available as well, because obviously there's not that many Waitrose compared to Sainsbury's. Fuller's, fantastic brewery, makes some amazing beers. Hall and Woodhouse, Badger Beers, again, make a lot of amazing beers. It's no coincidence that Hall and Woodhouse are now doing the majority of that Taste of Difference range. I can't remember if they've took over all the beers that Shepherd and Neame used to do. I need to study next time I go in. When I worked there, I could do all that, you know, because obviously you're there. I need to study the form and just check out all the Taste of Difference range, because there was a time when it was Hall and Woodhouse. It was certainly Shepherd Neame. It was certainly St. Peter's as well. I can't remember if Fuller's actually did one as well at one stage. But every time I pick one of these beers up now, it is always predominantly blooming Hall and Woodhouse. So here we are, a long review. It was always going to be a long one. So, you know, you drinking this 20 minutes is probably the sort of time that you know normal people would take to drink a beer of this. You know, you don't waft it down in 10 bloody minutes. Hence why most of my older beer reviews were a lot longer, because I wasn't chopping them down just to appease the world of beer reviews and all that. But I get it. People are on a, you know, tight schedule, you know, sitting there drinking beer. And I hope people get my sense of humour at times. You know, I do say things, and it's bedevilment, and yeah, that side of me needs to come back, because that side of me that can say something, and not be horrible saying it, and not mean it horrible, but certainly, you know, you'd be like, the fuck did they just say? So here we go, the last drag of each. Oh, me. Again, delivering what it says it delivers. What a battle. I'm getting cold now. Two stunning beers. Let's make no bones about this. They're as close to being the best beer. It is an absolute, the thinnest of airs that you've got, you know, in between. It's that close. Oh God, I've got the itches. So, oh God, backache and all. Here we go. I've got to be honest. Big massive thank you to the friends of the channel who says, you know, kind of called me out on this, and I thought to myself, before I go away on holiday, let's do this, because I can get these readily from my local Sainsbury's. And again, it's been an absolute masterclass for me. I've drank two amazing world-class beers, the best of what Britain has to offer, in my absolute opinion. Both aroma, slightly different aromas, obviously. This has obviously got the fruit cupcake. This is more biscuity, but by the slenderest of margins. That is my new king of beers in supermarkets, UK. If you have never tried it, you need to try it. You also need to try Fuller's 1845 if you've never tried that. But this little chap here, and it's limited edition as well, which scares the hell out of me, because we don't need this to be limited edition. We need this to be permanent. We absolutely need it to be permanent. Wow. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've watched it to the end, fair play. Wow, that was absolutely stunning. I am now going to pack up the Raggy's beer room and drive off to my holiday. You know, 10 or 11 days of being off work. Is it actually 11 days? Yeah, it is actually 11 days. And hoping to get some beer reviews and some experiences from breweries around the country, and visit two of the best breweries in the UK, you know, on paper. And we'll see everyone when I get back. This will probably be going out on Sunday, because I've got other beer reviews to chuck in between now and then. And while I'm over there, I'll be doing beer reviews. Thank you for watching Raggy's Beer Reviews. See you soon.